Welcome back to Freshco Graphics. Whether you're a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, we're thrilled to have you. Subscribe now for captivating insights into home and interior design. Parisian charm meets garden green, the ultimate apartment mashup. You know that feeling when you stumble upon a perfectly worn-in leather jacket that somehow looks both effortlessly cool and totally put together? That's exactly the vibe we're chasing with the Garden Parisian apartment trend. It's that magical moment when the structured elegance of a Haussmann-era apartment decides to loosen its top button and let its hair down, or in this case, let the vines crawl in. We're talking about a design philosophy that doesn't just place a few potted plants around an ornate mirror, but actually blurs the line between the manicured parlor and the wild, wonderful outdoors. Think less carefully curated conservatory, and more if a Parisian flat took a deep breath of fresh country air and decided to keep it. This isn't about recreating a garden in your home, but rather letting your home and a garden exist in the same beautiful, slightly overgrown space. It's romantic, it's a little bit rebellious, and honestly, it's the perfect excuse to buy even more plants without feeling like you're turning your living room into a greenhouse. The absolute foundation of this look is letting the classic Parisian architecture do its thing while you come along and lovingly mess it up with nature. You absolutely cannot skip the iconic features. We're talking floor-to-ceiling windows that beg to be thrown open, herringbone parquet floors that have creaked under the weight of 100 years of stories, and those gorgeous carved marble mantelpieces that probably witnessed some very intense 1920s conversations. The genius move is to contrast this formal, historic elegance with the untamed, organic shapes of your garden guests. Imagine a massive, slightly chaotic fig tree's leaves casually brushing against the intricate gold leaf of a tall, arched mirror. Visualize a climbing rose, its stems a little wild, making its way across a wall of perfectly preserved Louis XVI paneling. It's that push and pull, the strict geometry against the wild abandon, that makes the whole thing sing. You're not erasing the apartment's history, you're giving it a new leafy chapter. This is where we get practical because in a real Parisian apartment, space is always at a premium. The key is to stop thinking of your outdoor space, whether it's a tiny Juliet balcony, a hidden courtyard, or a full-blown terrace, as a separate entity. It's not the place you visit, it's an extension of your living room. If you're lucky enough to have French doors, treat the area just inside them as a transitional zone. A weathered zinc-top table with 2 bistro chairs can sit half in, half out, blurring the line completely. For the floor, consider continuing the same tile from inside to out to create visual flow, or use a durable, outdoor-friendly runner that echoes your indoor palette. If you don't have direct access to a garden, create one inside with a serious cluster of plants by the window, arranged at different heights to mimic the layered feeling of a garden border. It's about making the green feel like an integral part of the floor plan, not just a decoration stuck on at the end. Now let's talk color, because nothing screams trying too hard like a bright, garish green in a space that's supposed to feel like a faded antique. The color story here is all about subtlety and age. Think of the soft, chalky plaster of an old garden wall, the gray-green of olive leaves, the weathered terracotta of an ancient pot, and the dusty lavender of a faded French linen sheet. Your base should be those classic Parisian neutrals, soft whites, warm grays, and maybe a hint of limestone, which act as a perfect, calm canvas. Then you layer in those muted, almost dusty shades of green and organic tones through textiles, upholstery, and of course the plants themselves. A velvet sofa in a soft sage? Perfection. Linen curtains in a faded ecru that billow in the breeze? Absolutely essential. The goal is a palette that feels like it's been gently faded by the sun, creating a serene and timeless backdrop for your urban jungle. The final layer is all about the details that tell a story, and this is where we embrace a little bit of that curated chaos. A Parisian apartment should never look like it was decorated in a weekend from a catalog. Scour flea markets for old stone garden urns to use as planters, or a rusty iron garden bench to place at the foot of your bed. A stack of well-loved books on gardening or French poetry on a side table adds instant, effortless character. The philosophy here is a gentle nod to wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. Don't stress about a few fallen leaves on the parquet. It adds to the charm. Let a plant get a little leggy as it reaches for the light. The romance is in the reality of it all. The way the morning light dapples through the leaves onto your worn leather armchair, or how the scent of damp soil mingles with your morning espresso. It's a living, breathing space, and that's exactly what makes it so utterly captivating.